Conversation review is probably the most important task that happens in the admin panel. I want you to think about how your VA was built for a moment. The intent hierarchy was built based on what you thought users would be asking for. But you don't know for sure if users aren't asking for other things too. The training data was written based on how you thought users would ask, but you don't know for sure that users will actually ask in this way. And then the responses were written in a way you thought would satisfy users, but that's just an assumption. We don't know how users would actually react to those responses. So how do we find out how well our virtual agent is really performing? Well, the best way is to sit down and read through the conversations that your VA is having. That is the basic concept of conversation review, and if we don't do it, then we're working blind. By reviewing conversations, we will get a window into what users are really asking, we'll see how they're phrasing themselves, and we'll see whether they like our responses or not. And that insight can tell us two very important things. Firstly, how well is the VA performing? And secondly, what can we do to improve? So, conversation review is important, and it also isn't something we do just once. Conversation review is something we do continuously, because the needs of your company and the needs of your end users are changing every day, and that means the VA has to change with those needs as well. Over time, you can start to see trends in your VA's development, and you can use those trends to make smart strategic choices about how you should expand the project in the future. And that is why conversation review is important. We get direct insight into how the VA is performing, we get to stay on top of changes with our users and their needs, and we get the insight we need for long-term data-driven improvement of the VA. So, let's talk about conversation review.